Oh, thank you. Man, that was a fun one. Welcome to the Weege Show. Race Tech is back as our post-race sponsor for the SMX playoff rounds. There's your podium. And they're already tearing this place down. And look, do we go big picture or we go small picture? Do we go big picture and just say you can talk all you want, but in the end, Haiden, Deegan, and Jett Lawrence won. Jett with an injury still figures out a way to pull it off. I mean, Eli Tomac was awesome. That was awesome to see, and it's great to know that Eli, who could have been retired at this point, is going to be a player. He'll be better next year, you would like to think, than he was in Supercross this year. That's awesome. But Jett Lawrence winning with that short of a turnaround, I mean, what more could you ask for? Maybe you could ask for someone who just, what did Haiden Deegan say on the podium at Budds Creek? I want to destroy these dudes as badly as I can. Well, coming through the pack that way and with the style, the attitude that he put on those passes and those moves, wowzers. I don't know what's more emphatic, coming off the couch to win like that or to come through the pack and win like that. But the point is, the big picture, oh, I got to get my pass somewhere in my pocket. Hang on here, gang. It's great footage. Yeah, it just doesn't look good on camera here. There you go. Thank you. Yep. Go. It's a great video when you gotta get the pass out of your pocket. You can't wear a lanyard around your neck on TV, so that's why I have to do this every week, this dance. I'm gonna go to the press conference right now. That's big picture. Small picture, many, many things to talk about, including the fact that I think a track that everybody thought would be one-lined, it wasn't. I've learned a lot talking to Randy Poulter, who does all tracks at Loretta's and Ironman and things like that. There are subtle things you can do, even when you don't have a lot of space to work with. Regardless of layout, there's subtle things you can do, and it worked. We saw passing. We did. The red mics and all the other ones. So that are you guys media? You know, you got any questions?
The first one, I chose the very.
It's a lot nicer press conference there at SMX. This is pretty cool. We'll be right back. Okay, we're back. It'll dry up. Sunshine here. We're in the back of the Racer X Toyota Tundra. You see this? There's a trailer spare tire in it. There's an annual tradition that the first time this truck gets put on the road every year is towing a trailer down the Daytona, and the spare tire gets used on the trailer every year. There's a blowout every year.
Both down and back blowout. Both.
Oh, you've had blowouts going to and from Daytona.
Word of the day.
Saucy. Word of the day at Pro Circuit today was saucy. So I'm getting a ride back. Hey, don't grass it too much. I'm just sitting back here, boys. So I got some Twisted Tea because I get to bring it home. Good job, everybody. SuperMotocross, I said yesterday that the riders had buy-in. Now I still feel like some of the riders are saying like, this is awesome and this is cool, but this is a lot. To ramp it back up, I think everyone feels like they can ramp it back up. They can talk about ramping it back up in Friday press conferences, but when you got to bring that intensity actually out on the racetrack, I think you see a couple things. I think you see some guys are like, dude, I already gave you all the heart and soul and emotion I can. The poster guy for that, I feel, was Hunter Lawrence. I don't feel like his heart was truly in this last year. He won the Supercross and Motocross titles on a 250. I feel like he tried. He was kind of going through the motions in these playoff races last year. So you're gonna see different versions of that. Chase Sexton was good. Chase Sexton was definitely not as advertised though. I mean, he got on the podium, but look, you get beat by guys that had been injured for the majority of the summer. That's not acceptable to a rider of his standard, right? But he's got to ramp it back up. It's almost like we're going to be dealing with the now pro motocross hangover, like we're used to having the Supercross hangover that we talk about when they transition to the Motocross Championship. You had a probably feistier and hungrier than ever Jett Lawrence, not healthier than ever, but when I interviewed Jett 2 weeks ago on Zoom at Ironman, he was in the best mood I've ever seen him in ever. Maybe since I met him at 15 years old at Loretta's. The pressure was off. He had a little break. Relit the fire. Eli Tomac was all smiles all weekend. Haiden Deegan, I don't think he has any other gear except wide open, so this was no problem for him. Julian Boumer still had something to prove, something to show. He's really put himself on the radar with this performance. Other guys were not as good as they were earlier in the year. So this is gonna be an interesting trend to watch going forward. We don't have a lot of data on results of who's good on a hybrid track or this time of year or things like that, but we're going to start learning some of the trends, and that's one of the takeaways. That's the small shot. The big shot is, dude, Deegan, and just keep going straight. Where's the media center?
Just right here.
Oh, perfect. I'm almost home here. The big picture is the inevitable Jett Lawrence versus Haiden Deegan collision course. It's coming. It might be 2026, but this is just another part on that map that they're drawing to eventually battle each other. And man, is that going to be unbelievable, because they both are obviously so damn good. Small picture is we're going to see how these tracks and the length of the season affects these guys going forward. And we'll see if Sexton can ramp it back up. But this is not what you wanted if you're Chase Sexton. You folks will discuss that in the YouTube comments, I guarantee you, below this video. I don't need to say anything. You already know what everybody's thinking. Jett coming back and winning is a dangerous thought for every other person on that gate, except Eli Tomac, who just seemed pumped. He's really living and loving his life right now. I'm gonna ask you guys to drive me a little bit further. Are you good?
I'm good.
All right. Howdy. Yeah, we're doing it right now. There you go. Yep. Do you have a good time?
Yes.
That is awesome. There is, past that place that says tickets, there's one more parking lot.
All right.
Yeah, boys. And that's gonna do it for the Weege show. Hey, Dusty, is Race Tech back on this post-race show, right? I already did it earlier in the show, don't worry. Dusty sells our ads. So thanks to Race Tech for backing our show. Thanks to you guys for watching. And I think we're learning things that we didn't know we were gonna learn. The hybrid track situation, Tomac's very good at it, obviously. Julian Bumera very good at it, obviously. Some other riders struggled today based on the normal standards. We'll see. But in the end, if you say that you're gonna get Eli Tomac and Jett Lawrence close, battling in the last lap, you're signing up for that, right? You're signing up for that. So with all the ebbs and flows, it still ended up being a really good weekend. We'll see you in Texas for more.